5 years ago in Troutdale, Oregon, about 18 miles outside of Portland, I met this little firecracker named Shirley. And I gotta tell you, she hasn't changed one bit. This is Shirley's Tippecanoe.
There you go.
Ooh, that looks tasty.
By golly, it will be.
Shirley's Tippecanoe is full of life, just like Shirley.
Down. You've got it down.
I'm practicing.
Everything Shirley does is homemade and fresh.
Okay, girls, here's your veggie burgers.
This is a great food, a great restaurant, and a fantastic host.
And she certainly didn't tone it down for the cameras.
You're amazing.
Well,
What do you do in your spare time?
fool around. And I do get married a lot.
I'll be over here.
Well, what's a woman supposed to do?
This is starting to get into. What are we gonna make? We got our cornucopia of spices.
We're making gunpowder. That's our
All
spices.
this goes to gunpowder.
And there's nothing that we'd make that we don't use it in.
Really?
Uh-huh.
So the French toast?
No, not the French toast.
Okay, that's one.
Salt, paprika. Then we're gonna go ahead and put some celery salt in it. So we're making seasonings, and that has 19 ingredients in it.
I've never had more fun mixing spices.
We had a good time. Snap it down, okay? There, all right. Gunpowder.
Gunpowder. I feel like I'm in the Wild West.
Where you are.
I am?
She's not wrong. This joint's kinda got a shady past.
This restaurant had been a roadhouse, built in 1932. I had my first cocktail in this bar. But every owner was their own best customer. It was pretty rough. So I went ahead and bought it, knowing what I was getting into.
That was in 2007, and the neighbors were more than a bit skeptical.
When I reopened it, they were a little bit apprehensive, but I'll tell you what really made the difference. Triple D came, and that made this restaurant respectable.
Pork butt to make
The
the
sausage.
Polish sausage. Mm-hmm. Is this a big seller?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Get it going.
All right, here we go. Because we don't have all day.
I don't know I can hold on to it any longer.
I think that's, well, let's just stop it.
Okay.
We're gonna make the patty, about 7 ounces. The au jus is ready.
Nice little toast on that.
Here we are.
All onion or what? Oh, yeah. That's crazy.
That's good, isn't it? The menu hasn't changed particularly. It's still all cooked from scratch.
And one that's topping the charts these days is Shirley's deconstructed shrimp meltdown.
One of the most popular items that we have is called the shrimp meltdown. And that's layers of sourdough bread, fresh mushrooms, top it with our homemade chowder.
And the chowder's got just what you'd expect. Tons of clams, clam juice, bacon, and onions. It doesn't get any better. Then bay shrimp and cheese to top it off before hitting the oven.
Decadent to me. It's decadent. I love her clam chowder, so I figured this was going to be something I was going to love.
Now, I originally stopped by for dinner, but what I didn't know is that Shirley is doing a banging breakfast too.
The breakfast menu is very popular, especially on the weekends. Guy did miss out.
And the one dish this hometown crowd can't get enough of is her seafood stuffed Newburgh omelet.
We make our omelet, 7 eggs. Once it's cooked and was flipped over twice, we stuff it with Swiss cheese, the Newburgh sauce, halibut salmon, tuna, and scallops. Inside that Newburgh sauce, here's your Newburgh omelet. Enjoy.
Thank you.
It's creamy, it blends well, it's just enjoyable.
More blooper, baby.
She's the real seller. Her food, and she personally really sells this place.
This map is from the United States. Everybody from every state has been here. I had no idea how strong Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives was. Gives you exposure all over the world, literally.
You see where we're at?
Yeah.
It's unbelievable when every continent in the world's visited you. And that was something that was pretty overwhelming to me when this all began. But it gives you a feeling of you're doing something correct, and making people happy is the biggest achievement you can have.
Very nice job. It is.
Thanks.
That means darn good. Yeah. In the whistle vocabulary, means darn good.
Okay, well,
You just remember
we're
that.
whistling.
Yes, we are whistling.